Hey guys, Matt here back again with another M6 Trains video. Today we have an exciting one. This is a first for me and a first for the channel. Obviously we have a beautiful orange box. This is my first Lionel Legacy engine ever. Let's take a look and see what I got. Alrighty guys, well here she is. Beautiful Southern 630. This is my very first Lionel Legacy engine ever. If you guys follow me, you know that I've always collected MTH since I was a little kid. So for me, this is kind of a big deal. This is a new era, I guess. Around the time this was released, MTH's future wasn't too certain. So I was like, you know what? If this is how it's gonna be, you might as well start off with this and see what Legacy's all about. So this was my first pre-order, and I'm super excited about this one. It looks great. Now I finally have an engine to pull all the Southern rolling stock I've been collecting. So let's get in for a closer look and take a look at her. Alrighty guys, so taking a look at the front of the engine here, you can see that the pilot has a nice little cow catcher right here with the white painted trim on the bottom here. You have a separately applied coupler cut bar here as well. Moving up to the front of the boiler, you have some nice grab iron detail here, as well as a nice headlight and marker lights up here. And there's some nice rivet detail, and there's even some wire detail, I guess, that would run to the lights of the front here. And you have a nice separately applied bell here which swings. My only gripe about the headlight is it was supposed to come with a canopy, kind of like this, and it showed up with like a flat regular light, I guess if you want to call it that, and it was advertised to have that kind of visor on top, which is kind of disappointing because that's how the real model is in real life. So it would have been nice to see that. I don't know why they didn't, because it was advertised like that, but hey, it is what it is. But still a very nice face, still a great looking engine. Let's start to the side next and take a look at what that looks like. Alrighty guys, looking at the right side of the locomotive here, you can kind of get a better side profile of the front of the engine here. And then starting on the side, you have a separately applied handrail that goes all the way across the boiler, which looks very good. You have some separately applied legible builder's plates here, and then you have the smokestack, of course, and your cylinders down here, and then you have a number 630 on one of the domes up here, and then you have some sort of simple kind of drive rods, which I want to touch on real quick. This is a older tooling, so it keeps the price down, so you get some more molded in detailing, as you see here, which is still fine because it keeps the price down. This is a very affordable Lionel Legacy engine if you're just starting out in Legacy, so this is a great starter if you're getting into, you know, the scale stuff, where it's still affordable and it still has some nice detailing. As you can see over here in the back by the firebox, there's still some great piping detail all over here. And moving back to the cab, you have the red painted windows, which look great, and you have, of course, Southern 630, and a nice red painted roof. And you know, obviously for being my first Legacy Lionel engine, I was a little nervous about the coloring because they don't have the best history of getting colors correct, just saying. But I am very impressed with the paint on this engine. The colors look great. They're not too bright or too dull. They're kind of just right. So I think everything looks good. And then back here, you have your dynamo generator and your whistle, which does have whistle steam, which is awesome. And then another dome. Let's spin it around and look at the other side. Alrighty guys, taking a look at the left side of the engine here. As you can see, like I said, there's some molded in detailing, but it still looks very nice. Then you have some separately applied detailing, and to be honest, I have no idea what this is, so don't ask me. Someone let me know in the comments, because I would like to know though, but I'm no expert. But some nice piping detail over here on the side of the boiler. Nice firebox down here. Again, nice piping detailing. And I'm not sure what this cylinder is, but this side of the engine looks very busy and it still looks great. And like I said, this is a $600-700 model in that range, depending on if you pre-order or not. But still, you get some very nice detailing for a starter engine right here. Not starter, but you know what I mean. All right, let's take a look at the cab of the locomotive here. Alrighty guys, taking a look at the back of the cab, it's nothing too special back here. You do get some nice painted crew figures in the cab, as well as a firebox glow, and there is a cab light in there as well, which will turn off when the engine starts moving. But there's some, you know, decently applied detail. But it looks nice back here. You have some nice red trim paint on the windows back here, as well as some grab handles or grab irons back here as well for the back of the cab. So it looks pretty good back here, not too bad. Let's take a look at the tender. Alrighty guys, taking a look at the tender here, you have some nice step detailing down here, as well as some grab irons down here, with a nice white stripe going down the bottom of the tender here with a nice gold 630 here. The trucks look pretty good. Nice rivet detailing. It's a very nice looking tender. Let's take a look at the back side. Alrighty guys, taking a look at the back side of the tender, you have a nice ladder back here with some more coupler, a coupler cut bar back here with some steps on both sides. Of course, you have your electro coupler that you can throw from your legacy remote app, all the billion different ways you could run these engines. You have your nice reverse light back here, and your red marker lights on each side with the number 630 and some information printed on the back. Again, some nice rivet detailing, so it looks very nice back here. Here's a shot of the front of the tender. Nothing too crazy going on up here, a lot of molded and stuff, but I just wanted to show you just in case you're curious what that looked like. Alrighty guys, here is the top of the tender from looking at it from the top view. I really like the coal load Lionel uses here. It looks like a very nice coal load. I almost prefer it better than the MTH ones. Back here you have a nice red painted tender right here with the hatch that opens. There's no controls or anything back there, but the hatch does open. And again, there's your light, but a great looking tender though. I really like this a lot. Alrighty guys, before we take this to the club and test run it for the first time, I just want to take a few minutes and talk about this engine. Just because, like I said earlier, to me it's kind of a big deal because this is my very first Lionel Legacy engine ever. I'm sure some of you guys are like, who cares, it's just a Lionel engine. But like I said, I've always collected MTH my entire life, so for me this is definitely a new thing for me, but I'm excited about it. As far as looks right now, the engine, you know, looks great. I'm very happy with it. So I'm excited to, you know, get it on the tracks and run it for the first time. Like, unfortunately, I don't have a layout here, but I'm very eager to get it to the club and run it. But I really like this engine a lot. It looks great, and for the price, it's, you know, it's a great engine for the price. I paid around like $670, I think the pre-order price was, or something like that. But I think for the price, it's totally worth it because it's a scale engine and you're getting a good amount of detail. For the price, I think it's worth it. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the things I like. So far, I think it looks great. It's a great price. I haven't really run it yet, so I don't really know, you know, how it's going to sound or perform. So we'll have to wait on that till we get out and run it. But so far, I'm very impressed with it. It looks great. The paint looks great. The color is correct. I think it looks fine. The couple things I don't like. The first one is, of course, the headlight. I wish it had that visor on top like it was cataloged with. You know, that was kind of disappointing because I was hoping it would have that, like the real version. And also, if you look at the front window of the cab, they're supposed to be painted red like it was in the picture for the pre-order. And the only other thing is, too, I wish the gearing was a little bit more accurate. I mean, I understand that it's an older tooling and they're not gonna, you know, revamp the whole gearing down here for the drivers, but it still looks great. So I'm not going to knock it too much because, you know, like I said, it's a more affordable legacy engine, so there's nothing really wrong with that. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. The one thing I like about it versus compared to an MTH is I like the tether between the tender and the engine a lot better. I think the IR sensor, I think that's a better design for sure. You don't have to mess with any plugs or wires or anything like that, which is a lot easier. But yeah, so far based on the looks, I'm very happy with the engine. You know, obviously, I won't know for sure until I get it on the track and run it and see how it does, make sure everything works and stuff. But so far, based on appearance, I'm very happy with it. It looks great. But really, there's only one way to truly test it, and that's to get it on the track. So I'm gonna stop rambling now, and we're gonna take it to the club, see how it does, and get her on our first run. Hopefully I can figure out that legacy remote.